What up, YouTube? It's your boy over here, Marcus Rodriguez, aka Rapacious, and I'm bringing you guys my first ever Magic the Gathering deck build, however you want to say it. So this is going to be the first one on my channel. Um, Tell me what you guys think. I'm going to try to improve. I'm going to add pack openings, box openings, battles, things like that on here, just to get a feel of everything, you know. And today what I'm going to go over is I'm going to go over my deck that I have here that I'm building. It's not 100%. You know, I hate when people think that their decks are always amazing, because I think that everyone can always improve on what they have. And I feel that, you know, I can improve my deck, not just with, because my own eyes, not always do I catch everything. So I'm going to put my deck up on here, and I'm going to show you guys it and tell me what you guys think. Tell me what I should add, what I should change, what I should take out. And we'll go from there. For starters, I run 22 land. It's going to be 12 swamp. So let's mill through these swamp cards here. Okay, 12 swamp, 4 forests. And then I wish I had more of these, but woodland cemeteries only have 3. I wish I had one more. And likewise with the overgrown tomb, only have 3. The reason why I put the basic forest in there is because I am lacking 1-ofs in both of the dual lands, and you really do need the forest in there. 9 times of the time you'll just draw into a handful of swamps, and then you're just like, well, okay, what am I going to play with these dual colored cards that need both? So that's why I splashed in 4 there. So in total, I'm running like 10 forests in general. I mean, that's including the dual lands. So it's there. Anyway, let's get on to the creatures. The first creature card here is Gravecrawler. I'm running Gravecrawler at 4. Who wouldn't? The card's too good, especially in a deck like this. I mean, the main card of the deck is Lolth Troll. So with Lolth Troll, you have Gravecrawler there with the combo where it's only 1 to play Gravecrawler. And Gravecrawler can be played out of the grave as long as I control a zombie on the field. And he's a 2/1. So you play Lolth Troll. Lolth Troll is a zombie. And you pitch him for Lolth Troll's effect, which is to pitch a creature from your hand. He gets a 1/1 counter. So you pitch Gravecrawler, play Gravecrawler right back out. He gets 2 uses out of 1 card. You know, I mean, for only 1 mana, it's pretty nice. And you can also put him out first turn and pressure opponents. So he's a really good card. And you always want to play him in a 4. The next card is another 4/0, and that's Slitherhead. Now, if you guys don't know Slitherhead, Slitherhead is either a forest or a swamp, and he's a 1/1, and his effect is Scavenge, which is basically, no, Scavenge for 0 on him anyway. And basically what Scavenge is he just, when he's in the grave, exile it, put a 1/1 counter on the creature. So, I mean, yet again, it's another great creature for 1 mana, 1/1, Scavenge for 0. I mean, that's just too good. Lolth Troll, pitch, Scavenge for 0. It's too good. So, running that at 4. For sure. 4. This 4 is too good. Okay. The next one is Corpsejack Menace. Corpsejack's Menace is a 2 colorless, 1 swamp, 1 forest, 4/4, and his effect is every time a creature would get a 1/1 counter, put an additional 1/1 counter on him. So that's basically, you know, on the creature that got the counter, so put double it. So I do the combo for Lolth Troll, give him double the counter from Slitherhead, you know, that kind of thing. And it takes a little bit to get out, so you might already have, you know, put counters on Lolth Troll, but when this thing gets out, it's a 4/4, makes it a decent blocker. You give it Rancor, which I do have, which makes him another attacker now. And also you get the 1/1 counters. And you can give him counters, you can give anyone counters using Scavenge. So it's pretty nice. And I'm running him only at 3 though. I don't want him to clog my hand up too much. Now, this is where I need the advice, because this card right here is called Vileborn Ghoul. It's from M13. He is a large cost of 5 mana. It's way too big for a zombie deck, but it's his effect. I mean, he's a 4/1, but still. His effect is, while he's in the grave, every time a swamp comes into play, I return him from the grave to my hand. Lolth Troll. That's a dumb combo. I'm running him at 4. It's a little much, but if I can pitch all 4 of these to the graveyard for Lolth Troll, and return all 4 of them back to my hand to pitch all 4 of them again. Imagine that with Course Check on the field. And Lawless Troll's effect doesn't just say put it on this Lawless Troll, it says put it on Lawless Trolls. So, and you can have more than one on the field. Ridiculous, 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 ridiculous. And it's just too good to pass up. I'm testing it. It hits every time, and it always works, and I always get a little combo going off, and the counters just start going. And in decks like, you know, black, red, zombies, and, you know, RDW, because red deck wins, doing combos like that to make your cards bigger than theirs, so they're forced to just like relentlessly block instead of attack. It puts decks that are supposed to be fast and killing into a position of defensive, which then they start to shaky, definitely. So I run him at 4. I might put him down to 3 and put in something else to take his place. The third, you know, take it out and put something in. But for right now, I'm running it at 4. I need you guys' advice. Is this good or is this bad? Is there a better combo? Is there a way to get this out? Or is this actually pretty good and was a smart move on my part? That's up to you guys. Please leave a comment down below on that for my help. The next up is a 3 of. This is the Slusui Scorpion. I can't really pronounce it. It's a large cost, 2 colorless, 1 swamp, 1 forest for a 2/2 with Death Touch. But it's its scavenge cost. That's the important part here. Its scavenge is the smallest next to Slitherhead right now. It's only a 3 cost scavenge. Yeah, let me get it closer because this glare, this camera, I swear. It is 1 swamp, 1 forest, 1 colorless to scavenge, and you give the 2 points instead. So, I mean, running this as a 3 of, yeah, you can play it, get the Death Touch out if you want to wait that long, or you can pitch for the Troll, scavenge it for 3, get the 2 points extra, boom, that's 3 counters on Walt with the Troll. So that's a 3 of. The next one is a 4 of. This is Jeroff's Messenger. Beast card. It's 3 swamp for him to play. When he comes into play tapped, and when he comes into play, he burns your opponent for 2. Mind you, he's a 3 power, 2 toughness. You can't really see it on this camera. I'm going to try to work with the resolution later on, but yeah. And he has Undying. So when he hits the graveyard, he comes back with a 1/1 counter and burns your opponent again. Too good. Then he becomes a 4/3. Now he's a 4/3 beat stick after burning your opponent for 2. Great card. Run him at 4. Probably always. The next one is another 4 of. It's another great card for this deck, which is Dredge Mangler. Dredge Mangler is a 3/3 with haste, 4/3 mana. That's too good to pass up. Turn 3 hasting on people. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is exactly like what you would hope for in, like, this is like Ash Zealot turn 3. We wish it was turn 2, but it's just as good, in my opinion, because also it has a scavenge ability. It's a little high, but you can also scavenge it. So it has basically 2 major uses. It's haste and it's scavenge. And then it's a 3 power, 3 toughness for only 3. Drop Rancor on this. Now it has trample, haste, you know, and it's a 5/3. That's pretty good. But you're going to run those at 4. And the last one, but not least, for sure, is another 4 of, which is the big man of the deck, Lolth Troll. You run him at 4. He's 1 swamp, 1 forest, 2 power, 1 toughness, with trample and regenerate. And a crazy ability that I've been discussing this whole entire time, which is to pitch the creature from hand, give him a 1/1 counter, and regenerates for 1 swamp. Let me get closer so you guys can see all that. Look at all that text. He is a monster. He hits the field. Opponents immediately want to Pillar Flame him off, Searing Spear him off the field. Because if he gets the ball rolling, it's a snowball effect for your opponent. The regenerate is ridiculous. He keeps him alive and he keeps him high powered and he keeps pushing for game. He's too good to pass up. You got to protect him at all costs, though, simply because, like I said, people are going to want to get rid of him. They're going to want to kill him either way. So that regenerate, you need that open mana while you play him, which is usually why he is a turn 3. Just because you want to wait to have the open mana to immediately regenerate that instant Pillar of Flame or instant Searing Spear. if they do want it dead, they're going to have to burn 2 kill spells just to get rid of this card, which I don't mind if I have to lose one of my 4 for 2 kill spells. So definitely run him at 4, and this is the main guy of the deck. And then as far as our spells go, we are running 4 Murder. Originally, I was going to run Victim of the Night because it's 2 mana, but the problem is it designates what you can or can't kill. Murder is a 3 mana cost, 1 colorless, 2 swamp, and it just literally says destroy target creature. Yeah, that's better. There's no telling you what you can or can't do with the limitations. It doesn't say kill monocolored, it doesn't say kill non-vampire, it just says kill it. And that's all you want. You just want a kill spell, and for the extra mana, I'll take an instant kill spell. So, thank you. And then Rancor. If you don't know what Rancor is, it's a 1 forest enchantment. It gives +2, +0, and trample. And if Rancor, like while it's attached to the creature, it's going to be sent to the graveyard, it goes back to the hand instead. So imagine dropping this turn 2 on a Gravecrawler. You're swinging with a 4/1 trampler turn 2. I don't care if your other opponent's playing freaking RDW. I don't care if they're playing Black Red Zombies. If you're going against Black Red Zombies and they have a Cackler turn 1 and you swing turn 2 with a Rancor Gravecrawler, they're going to be like, if I block this, I'm still taking trample damage and losing that. If I don't block this, I'm taking 4 damage. Definitely a good card to have. A lot of people told me that I should change this. I mean, it's up to you guys what you think, but Rancor is definitely good to have. And then on to my sideboard. I'm running 2 Naturalizes in my sideboard. It destroys target enchantments, which can sometimes affect my graveyard. Like I run 1 in here, which I'll get to, but it's also there for the enchantment destruction. Because let's be honest, a lot of enchantment decks screw over things, and in this case also a lot of artifacts. So I can slow down like Underworld Connections or something like that. I can just pop it right off the field. So I run 2 Naturalizes. Then I have a 1 of Deathrite Shaman. I wish I had 2. But Deathrite Shaman is basically anti-graveyard. I don't want to deal with Reanimator decks, and he helps clear out that issue that I have with them. And he helps slow their process down a little bit by getting rid of the spells like, and creatures. I don't really want to deal with a Reanimated Thragtusk continuously over and over again in this deck. Life gain, I don't want to deal with that. He solves that problem. Next, of course, is Sever the Bloodlines. People play Spirits a lot these days, especially with Sorin. So right here, you're going to definitely want to kill off their field. This is just going to wipe off anything that shares the same name as each other. Just gets rid of them. So you want to say Spirit, boom, it clears off the Spirit tokens. It's really nice. It's a good kill spell. I only have 1 because it is a high cost, but it definitely does its job. For some other reason, I always draw into it also. Next up is that artifact I was talking about. And this is a Tormund's Crypt. It's a 0 cost to play. You tap, you get rid of this, and you exile your opponent's whole graveyard, because you're not going to target yourself, but you exile your opponent's whole graveyard. So if they're playing Reanimator, if they're playing zombies themselves, you can hit them pretty hard with this. You really do get rid of everything that they were about to do 100%. Next one is I run 4 Duresses. Control is another thing that really screws this deck over, simply because it's just, they have a counter spell for everything you're going to do. Oh, I'm going to murder you. No, you're not. Ooh, I'm going to play that Lawless Troll. Sorry, you're not allowed to have nice things. I don't want to deal with that. This lets me see your hand. I can predict what you're going to do better. I can get rid of the things that would stall me out. Planeswalkers, Jaces, no, not with this card. And I run 4 of them simply because you do want to make sure that you have, your stuff covered and secured. This also really helps open that doorway. I run 4 of those. To speed through the next part, 2 Underworld Connections. That helps out with control. It just gives me like a little draw chance instead of some other stuff. And then 2 Golgari Charm, the -1/-1. basically bring back all your stuff, give them all regenerate, and makes it pretty nice. I run 2 of those. The next 2 are weird. I won 1 Guruk and 1 of the Vraska. Vraska is good against decks that also run things like control cards, planeswalker, anything. Just destroy it, kill it. She's good. And then Guruk, draw chance. Of course, you want that draw. It helps your hand size out. You want to get to your murders. You want to get to your good cards to play out. He's good as well as pooping out tokens to help you out there. But anyway, guys, that's my deck. Please like, subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot more stuff put on here soon. Different deck builds, battle videos, pack openings, like I said. But yeah, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of stuff on there. So please like, subscribe, comment, please. And peace out. See you guys next time.